wanted to ask you about Monday. You were on the ice with a lot of the main guys. Just tell me, first of all, what that was like.
Yeah, it was cool. It was a good experience. I've been training here for probably a couple weeks now, being a local guy. So just getting more comfortable with every skate that goes by and just enjoying myself out there.
Was that your first time on the ice with McDavid, or had you been on the ice with him before?
No, that would have been the first time that I actually officially skated with him, and yeah, it was pretty cool.
I mean, I think at the end of the practice, you guys had a little scrimmage, and I believe you were on a line with him for a little bit there, if I'm not mistaken. But either way, just tell me what it was like to actually be on the ice with him.
Yeah, I mean, it's obviously special to see, firsthand, just what he can do on the ice, what he can do with the puck, the speed he plays at, how he thinks the game. I think it's all just, so impressive to a hockey player to watch that, and, to kind of get that first experience was cool.
Is it easier or harder to play with a guy like that? Because, I mean, you hear from people sometimes it's a little bit more, I don't know, challenging in some ways, but in some ways it can make your life easier as well. What was it like for you?
Yeah, I was actually matched up against him. I wasn't on his line, so it wasn't very fun playing against him, but I can imagine playing with him. It's a treat, and, it's a privilege to play with him.
Do you feel undue pressure as the local guy? How do you keep it light and stay focused?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, you kind of get attention throughout your whole career, throughout your whole life, so I feel like I've kind of been able to just focus on the positives and, focus on the task at hand and what's important. So I'm just not trying to put too many expectations on myself and, just go out, compete, and have fun.
You were here earlier in the summer, so you know the facilities and such, but you're wearing the gear, you're on the ice. It's a little more real now that campus is here.
Yeah, 100%. When you get traded in the summer, it's kind of just a whirlwind of emotions. You don't really know what's going on, and then getting here, getting acclimated here, and getting to meet some of the guys and all the staff, and just being around the facility. It's been great, and great to get me more comfortable.
What was it like watching that run from afar before you were even part of this organization, the Oilers run?
Yeah, it was really cool. I got back to Edmonton right after the Memorial Cup early June, and I'm not afraid to say I was an Oiler fan for those few weeks. I mean, I was living in the city was buzzing. Me and all my buddies, we'd go watch the games at a restaurant and be a part of the atmosphere. So it was really cool just to watch the run and how good they did.
You were another team's property in the back of your head, or saying, "Man, I wish I could be a part of that." Or does that happen at that?
I think you just want to have success wherever you are, and you want to be in the right spot for you. And it's just as a hockey fan, it was so fun to watch being an Oiler fan growing up, and then. It wasn't really in the back of my head. I wish I was there, but it's pretty cool to be here now.
I was going to say, then the call comes and you've been traded to Edmonton. What was that like for you?
Yeah, it was definitely a little weird initially when I first heard, but I was really excited. I think my family was really excited, and just coming here to try and prove something and have a good camp.
This rookie camp, I guess you're somewhat of a veteran at these rookie camps. The first one at the Oilers, obviously. Is your mentality at this camp just to kind of go do what you do, or do you feel like you have something to prove because this is your first one with the Oilers?
I feel like it's really important to play well, but I think it's just about getting back into the mix of things and getting your skating legs back, getting your habits back and dialed in for main camp. And obviously I'm going to go out there and compete as hard as I can and try and score goals. But I'm just worried about how hard my effort level is and how hard I'm competing.
When you talk about being in the right spot for you, which you just said to out there, in what ways is Edmonton the right spot for you?
I think I'm just so comfortable here. Growing up here, being so familiar with the city, and it was kind of weird. I think when I first came into the room and met some of the guys, it was like I'd already been here for a year or two. It's like I was so comfortable just talking to the guys. I don't know if it was from my brother being here previously or what it was, but just have familiarity and comfortability with the city and the organization, I guess. So it was pretty seamless transition.
Have you found the last few weeks, and even when you're doing your summer training, that it felt like an easier transition than previous years because of the fact that you were able to be at home and then also transition and stay home?
Yeah, 100%. I think last year bouncing around through teams was tough to get in a rhythm, and tough to kind of put my feet on the ground and say this is where I am and this is where I'm playing. But this year it was nice. I mean, I got a full summer of training. I haven't been home this late into an off season in a long time, probably 4 or 5 years. So that was nice to get an extra week or two of training, and my body feels really good. So I'm just excited here.
It's just, you're you're a young guy, but you're also, like you say, a well-traveled guy. A lot of different teams, levels, experiences, coaches. How does that make you better?
Yeah, I think it's just taking all the experiences for what they are. I mean, you can learn a little bit from every experience you go to, and for every coach you have from different teammates. I mean, I think every team I've been on throughout the past couple of years, I've learned a lot in each situation. So, just trying to be a sponge wherever you go and just try and pick up as many things as you can.
And these guys talk about the importance of going deep in the playoffs. How valuable is a Memorial Cup run?
Yeah, it's huge. I think the last 3 years in the Western League, I went really far. I went to the finals, the conference finals, and then obviously won last year. So just having experience in meaningful games, big games where you need to really bear down, I think is always beneficial.
Do you have a schedule for yourself where you want to be midway through this season, maybe at the end of this season?
Yeah, I think my goal is obviously to make the Oilers and be a contributor for the team, and I'm just going to work as hard as I can to accomplish that.
You talked about Xavier Dave on the ice. Any chats with him, any feedback?
I only met him a couple of times. I only met him on the Monday, Tuesday, I guess he's been here. So, just met him, had a couple chats, just introducing ourselves, asking how the summer was. I asked me how the trade went. So, I mean, he seems like a really good guy. All the guys love him. So, hopefully have some more chats with him.